Season 4 is here. We are ranked 10th in the nation. We have 4.5-star prestige. We're going to go over the starting depth chart. Braylon Dotson is QB1 at 80-ish overall, 82. He's kind of capped out, followed by Titus. And then we're going to have Peter Corner, the true freshman, 4-star at third string. Travis Knight's just there just in case. Running backs, Corbin Cottle, Kobe Eugene, and then Antoine Williams, the true freshman, Chris Honeycutt, followed by Javante Moses, Montavious Beekman, Ben Thomas, and then kind of 4 through 6 is a toss-up between Black, Gammon, and Olsen. Tight end, we're going to have Seglia, and then Johnny Gillette, the JUCO, and Terrell Timms as well. And then Tavon Spruce, followed by Fanu Ake, finally pronounced it right. And then Lloyd Van Pelt. Cole Key, our highest rated, followed by Jamichael Heaps and AJ Null. Tamarcus Melvin was one of the guards last year. He's going to be our center, followed by Javarius Griffiths and Emmanuel. And then Gabriel Rankins, basically we got our guards returning. Rankins is back, followed by Russ Favors and Lane Hanson. So, and then Fanu Ake will be the right tackle, followed by Junior Sia and Van Pelt. So we literally lost we lost both of our tackles in center to graduation. Joshua Hopkins is back, followed by Ty Terrell, and then James Von Summerman, and then Angel Daly, Lyle Hart, and Jacoby Duncan fill out the right end. Defensive tackle Kai Hughes, last year's 4-star. Juan Kaneko, redshirted, he's back with Jamie Kramer, Deacon Bradley, and Lyle Hart. Outside linebacker, Frank Diesbeck, which we might switch him, but we'll see. Followed by Dave Easton, who had one of the bigger off seasons, and then Dave O'Shaughnessy. Dennis Bayusby, and Amir Dillon, who moved over to middle linebacker. It's going to be the two heads, followed by Dreisbeck. And then Dave Easton will be the right outside linebacker and a couple of other guys. Javon Hopkins was a 73 overall, 73-74 entering the offseason. He's CB1 at 86. Sweat the veteran, followed by Joel Funk. And then Dalton, we're just going to call him Dalton, and Tariq Bloom filling out the corners. And then Chase Davis is back, but Dalton and Aaron Flowers. Then Aaron Flowers, Tariq Bloom, and Joel Funk. We have Christian Gaff, the walk-on kicker, back. And we also have Sammy Bloom as well. In terms of kickoffs, it's going to be Enrique Gammon and Antoine Williams doing 1 and 2. As third down running back, it's going to be Cottle. Power back, Kobe Eugene. Slot for now, Moses. Obviously, we got Beekman, Ben Thomas. The rush, Hopkins, Daly, and then Hughes and Thiery. Dennis and Dreisbeck are going to be there as well. And then Funk and Tompkins and Dalton will probably switch out for corners. This is week 0, so we might have a little bit of an edge, but we have 700 points now. As Luis Rosa, we're going to try to go after Jake Gibbs, a couple of other corners and such. We really want to go after Kevin Bosnick, Derek Winty, Leo Burris, Corey Nadal, James Russ, Cortez Sermon, Sterling Irving as well, and a couple of other guys. So before we kind of get into Texas A&M and the gameplay, we have a lot of storylines. Obviously, we lost in the national championship. It was rough and everything, but there's just so many storylines with this team. We lost a lot of guys to graduation that helped propel the last 2 years, so much success and everything. I mean, Jalen Lamar, he's at UCF, he transferred, so now it's a three-way battle for QB2. Travis Knight, who was going to compete for the third string, but tore his ACL, so he redshirted. And then we redshirted Titus as well to preserve him, the JUCO guy. And then we have Peter Corner, who, if we look at, in terms of his ratings, his IQ and his elusiveness and quickness can get better, but, his arm talent's it's probably going to stay the same. So, and we don't know. We don't know if Braylon Dotson's going to go to the draft. I mean, he's kind of capped out right now. I mean, he's got like 4 left, but for the most part, this is the highest he's going to be. So, who knows? It's the last dance for guys like Corbin Cottle. We know Kobe Eugene can probably be running back 1, but who's going to take the mantle? Is it going to be Williams, or is it going to be one of the French redshirt guys like Enrique Carver, Emmanuel Cash, or is it going to be someone we bring in? We don't know. Wide receivers. Moses can go to the draft. I think he should go to the draft, but will he? Don't know. Beekman's going to be gone, and then Brent Thomas. He might stay. Well, other than that, Gammon, is he going to step up? Because besides that, we're going to lose 3 wide receivers, and everyone else, like Joy, hasn't really stepped up. Who's going to step up out of these redshirt freshmen? Or is it going to be one of these freshmen that step up? Who knows? We don't really have like a 4th wide receiver to complement the big 3 of Beekman, Moses, and Thomas. And honestly, what if Moses and Beekman go? Or what if all 3 of these guys go? We're going to try to find this year who's going to be the next playmaker. Is it going to be on this roster, or is it going to be in the portal or recruiting? Tight end Tim's, he might be the best overall, but we're still going to rock with Carlos. And then honestly, I might try Gillette right now because of his speed. But we'll see. In terms of tackles, I mean, Spruce, he's probably going to be the future right tackle, but I want to see what Fanu does. If he does great at right tackle this year or during the year, we might move him to left tackle. But we don't know if Josh Hopkins is going to go to the NFL draft this year. We're going to lose Kramer, so Lyle Hart, we're going to see what he can do. Obviously, Daly could go to the draft. We're going to lose Duncan. And we're going to finally see Van Sumeren. He moved from defensive tackle to right end, see what he can do. And then Ty Theory as well. So we got a bunch of, defensive linemen to prove. Like, Kramer hasn't really got a lot of playing time. Like, we know what Hopkins can do, but what can Hart and Theory do as the 4 stars, and can Angel Daly, actually have a full season of consistency, not struggle, and then near the end pick it up. Defensive tackles, we're going to lose 2. Deacon Bradley and Kai Hughes, but we are going to see what Juan can do. He redshirted last year. He was the 4-star. I want to see what he can do. He's more of a run stopper, Jordan Davis type of guy. But really, we got to bulk up the defensive line. David Easton. So it's going to be weird. We're going to have, obviously, 2 new signal callers. We're moving Amir Dillon back to middle linebacker. And then we also have Frank, who's going to be the right outside linebacker. But then we also have Dennis, who's a true freshman. Like, we have a whole new linebacking core. Like, Easton he hasn't played that much, but he's the quote-unquote veteran or only upperclassman in the linebacking room. Like, we have, everyone else is young. Amir Dillon played last year, but again, he's a sophomore, so that's going to be interesting. Corners. Sweat is the only upperclassman. Everyone else, we got true sophomore and Tompkins. He didn't get redshirted, Joel Funk, because he played too much, but true sophomore. Then we got a redshirt sophomore and a redshirt freshman, and then Bob Harris, who we're probably going to redshirt, but I want to see what he can do because he's 89 speed, and I don't think Dalton is going to be that great. That's just me. But we are sitting as well. It's going to be interesting. Both of our safeties are going to be gone after this year. So recruiting, we're going to really hit the safeties because Eric Lito does not look like he's it. I think Mario could be, but I want him to sit. And I think Tyreek Bloom's going to be fine, but we still need to get depth there. And we're switching up. Our defense played Rick Weaver at 3-3-5. I think the linebacking core and with how so many questions we have in the secondary, besides really Davis and Flowers, and I think Tompkins, but we have inexperienced corners. I think 4-3 is the best. I think having two linebackers out there is going to really help. And, I think we have a very, very good defensive line as well. And I think we could rotate. So I think having rushing four is going to really, really help. Oh, before we get into Roderick Beard is a 75, 77 overall, his ratings. Break elusiveness needs work. Accuracy definitely needs work. Throw on the run is very promising. The power, it's maxed out. IQ, carrying is what I would worry about. Health, not too bad either. Speed, not too bad. And he is elite depth trait, and he is literally sitting fourth on the depth chart. Now, he does have a senior ahead of him, and then really just Hazelwood, and then maybe Weller. But dude easily could have been the backup here. But hey, take a look at Texas A&M, coached by former Buffalo head coach Steven Jackson, former staff member with Marcus Brooks in Syracuse and whatnot. They're really good. Despite their record last year, they're really, really good. They got Marcel Reed. And then really other than that, they got some guys. Crum, they don't really have the best running backs, but Reed can run. Wide receivers, I'm really worried about Manny Ortiz. He's got speed. So does Joshua as well. Other than that, nothing too crazy. Tight end, left tackle, Blake Ivy's pretty good. And then left guard, not very good. Center, pretty solid. Really good right guard. Right tackle, not too bad. So I'm expecting Angel Daly to really attack the guards. Left end, okay, they got Josh Griffin, a pretty good 5-star freshman. We'll see if he gets playing time. Right end, pretty good. And Solomon Williams, defensive tackle, pretty good. They got depth there. Linebackers, pretty good. John Curry, really good linebacker. Same thing with Chaz Johnson. Corners, they got two freshmen. Ben Estrada, 4-star, 97 speed, and then Casey Johnson, 4-star. So two 4-star corners, 97 speed. Amazing. They got some pretty good young safeties as well. Very deep. And then some heavy upperclassmen, strong safety, but pretty good as well. And terrible kicker and solid punter. College Station in the rain, week 0. What better way to kick off season 4 and maybe our redemption arc to get back to the national championship and on the road at an SEC opponent in Kyle Field, one of the greatest atmospheres in all of college football. Aggies versus Aggies. Let's go. Alright, so I lost the other game. It wasn't too early on in the game as Kyle's going to get a handoff. It's going to pick up about 12. So if you saw it raining in the intro, that was the game before, but as there we go, King of 23. I don't know why they're challenging it, but to the new JUCO. I don't want to say JUCO, but he basically was. We got him as a sophomore, a true sophomore tight end. Dotson, play action. Ciciglia is going to get 6. Johnny Gillette, smooth as the razor. Is Cottle, it's going to get 2 there. Making it 3rd and 2 at the 36-yard line. Cottle, he's going to get the handoff, and he's going to get the first and then some. So now Kobe Eugene is in. He's going to get the handoff. Kobe Eugene picks up about 5. I don't hate this drive so far. Oh, but to Moses, there we go. 10-5, touchdown. Aggies, let's go. As that play was for 28, I thought we were going to get absolutely murdered there on the blitz, but we'll take it. Reed. And how about Dennis Barsby? The true 4-star linebacker getting his first collegiate tackle. He might have gotten there again. I don't know. Either way, 3rd and 3. As Reed, Hopkins was there, and Tompkins can't quite get there to Manny Ortiz. Remember, Tompkins has taken a big leap from slot corner to corner number 1. So it's going to be very interesting. See how they do a play action. Angel Daly was there. Sweat is going to tackle him. Picks up 1 there. As it's up to the 45-yard line. Reed has a man in motion. Dumps it. Oh, what a play by Joel Funk. The true sophomore. He played a little too much in our blowouts last year, so he lost that redshirt eligibility. How about, I don't even know, Frank. Amir Dillon's not there, but hey, we'll take it. I don't even know how to pronounce the guy's name, but he's our starting outside linebacker. Barsby was also there as well, but hey, we'll pick up 3 there. 4 carries, 22 yards so far for Cottle. Cottle's going to try to bounce it outside. Gets 2 yards, as it's going to be 3rd and 5. Kobe Eugene set in the backfield. Who else but Moses picking up the first. 2 catches for 38 yards. None surprising there. We're there to the 35. Ciciglia is going to hang on to pick up good yardage there. For 5, 74 yards and a touchdown for Dotson so far. As Cottle's going to pick up the first and a little bit more. 1st and 10. For the first time all game, it's not shaking insanely. Dotson to Beekman. Beekman picks up the first. What a start for this offense. It's Cottle. It's play action. To Beekman. He's going to get 2. 2nd and 8. Roughly under 2 minutes before the end of the first quarter. How about Cottle getting a huge one shot on Moses for the block as well. So far, this Aggies offense is humming. This is going to be 1st and 10 at the 14. Looks like Dotson's calling an audible. Dotson is going to dump it to Ciciglia. Ciciglia picks up 6 or 7. 2nd and 3 at the 6. Dotson, handoff. Cottle can't quite get there. 3rd and 2. Oh, I mean, we'll take the touchdown. I was trying to throw to Ben Thomas, but back-to-back tutties for Javonte Moses. We'll take it. 1st and 10 for the other Aggie team. Reed. He's going to get the handoff. Barsby. And I forget who 11 is. Oh, Easton. Dave Easton. There on the stop. 2nd and 7. Frank Dreisbeck. That's his name. Yeah, again, he's just like Joel Funk, where he played a little too much. Well, I also know he was kind of like a backup edge rusher. But 3rd and 8 at the 27. Sweat says, no, sir. 1st and 10 at the 40. Again, it's rocking now. We're up 14. It's still just rocking, but we already know the play, the bread and butter. Moses picking up 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2. The first quarter slowly winding down here in College Station, a.k.a. Kyle Field, a.k.a. one of the tough spots in college football. 14 right now, but when you first hop in the Dynasty, it's the top one. 1st and 10 at the 45. Cottle pushing. Start of the second quarter is going to be 3rd and 4 at the 40. Let's see what Dotson and the boys have dialed up. Saglia, he's going to hang on. So far, it's been Saglia, Gillette, Moses, couple of, not really Ben Thomas as much. Cottle picks up 8. 2 to make it 2nd and 8. Little bit of a confusion, but hey, Cottle's going to get about 2 again. 12 carries, 56 yards. We're already putting that man to work. 3rd and 6 at the 31. To Ben Thomas. Oh, a dot. 10-5 touchdown. Let's go. It's just like that. We already got 21 points on these boys. Man in motion. Handoff. Bunch of Aggies there. So now they're going to play no huddle. It's interesting. So, last episode in terms of action, UCLA was that, and Byberry's not going to get him. Flowers will get him. So it's going to be interesting how we handle no huddle. No huddle we did not do great with in the national championship game. It's a completely new, different squad. It's definitely going to be called back. Holding, it's going to be 1st and 19. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, they're down 21. Flowers is going to wrap them up pretty nicely. So far, this defense has done well. Now, we haven't had to face really that much adversity in terms of like turnovers, three and outs. But Daly and Thyre making a huge play there. So I'm just very curious how this defense will handle when it has some adversity. But right now, looks like we're Gucci. Oh, okay, knocked it out. Listen, Augustine's got to come up with that. This Cottle is going to pick up 4. And we are using him like he's a dog right now. We're using him like a workhorse. We're going to dump it to Kobe Eugene. Kobe Eugene's going to pick up the 1st and then some. 13-13. 3 passing touchdowns for Dotson. This man's on a mission after not having the best national championship game. But we're going to do the bread and butter. Yeah, you already know. Moses gets 4. Roughly 4. Not quite 4, but 4. 2nd and 6. To Beekman. That's Beekman's fault. I know that's going to go on the scorecard as Dotson get an incomplete pass, but that's all Beekman. My man's got to hold on to that. As gets sacked. And the Aggies force the Aggies to a 3 and out. I'm not mad about it. Oh, shaking in our shoes. I forget. He's a very mobile quarterback. As Reed, Tompkins, it's going to be the second catch a lot. To Manny Ortiz. We haven't really had that much pressure so far in terms of pass rush. Oh, baby, look at that speed. Getting down the sideline. Now, Texas A&M's kind of getting in a groove. Seems like slowly as this first half is winding down, even though up 21, Texas A&M might be getting the momentum. Oh, what a great play by Frank. Great play. And the reason why he's playing over Amir Dillon is because of his coverage skills. It's almost like, I believe, 90 coverage. Hopkins starting his campaign off strong. He was the runner-up for the Heisman. He says, I want the Heisman back. Oh, come on. Really? As I try to switch it, and they wouldn't even let me try to jump for it. They score. They do get the ball at half. Keep that in mind. Ooh, I really want to... Part of me wants to throw deep. Oh, to Ben Thomas. Did not quite get there. I'm not surprised. Fanu, Akia, Awake. I feel bad for the man. Oh, we're leaving the five-star freshman tackle against Solomon Williams, one of the best pass rushers in the entire country, alone. To Ben Thomas, yeah, that was basically an arm punt. Get a pretty good gain, too. Seems like Texas A&M, man, they got all the momentum. We should have just ran it. Because what they could do, they could score easily and then get the ball at half. And next thing you know, Flowers. They can tie this ball game up, but Flowers knocks it out. Shout out Aaron Flowers, man. Hopkins. Daly in the backfield. Let's go. That's what we need. We need our veteran pass rushers like Hopkins and Daly to get it going. The fact that they both have a sack to start, I'll take it. Why did we not call a timeout sooner? Don't know. It is what it is. 1st and 10. Call a sack. God. So giving them back-to-back sacks. Kind of this end of this first half has been kind of sloppy for Utah State. As only 4 seconds. Started off hot, and then Braylon Dotson has missed his last 4 incompletions. The Ivory, all right, well, I mean, 1 yard run, halftime, we'll take it. All right, started the second half. Ugly way to end the first, offense was stale. We had a turnover. They gave up a big play. Oh, how about the freshman, Dennis Brosby, I don't know. I'll figure out how to say his name next episode, but him and Angel Daly in the backfield. Absolute dog. He's there on the tackle again with Frank and Aaron Flowers. See, this is what I was worried about. They kind of figured out, hey, let's go no huddle. All day to throw, and they dunk it down. Gets the first. Because we do not really have the speed to compete with them in terms of one-on-one. You have to be a very, very zone-heavy team because we do not have all the athletes yet on the defensive side. It seems like it's going to be bubble screen. Sweat just completely missed. Had to get 3 guys to tackle. Not ideal. Reed. Oh, direct snap to the running back. He's going to pick up the first. James Crum. For the most part, we have contained him running-wise. Seems like Reed called an audible. Definitely into a pass. Another first. I don't know who that number 4 is, but he's absolutely killing us, just dunking it down. Down to the 26. Crum. We'll pick up 8. Again, seems like Texas A&M. They got all the momentum in the world. It's also kind of like EA's like, hey, they're almost a 90 overall. You're not. They're going to start playing like a 90 overall. You're going to play like a mid-80 overall team, but Crum up the middle. Gets first and goal. He's slowly getting going too. This is not ideal. Touchdown. Making a 1-score game. What can the Aggies do? Dotson to Cottle. Gain of 5. I'm giving Cottle some rest. He's been working his tail off. But he's already getting banged up. Kobe Eugene is going to pick up the first. As 1st and 10, Dotson calling an audible. Do they actually pull it off? They do. Saglia is going to pick up the first. There we go. Dotson's first completion in a long time. 1st and 10 at the 49. Kobe Eugene fighting. Key at 1 yard. Alright, 2nd and 9. Oh, Beekman's wide open, but Dawson just says, hey man, I'm just going to take it off myself. Slides. Picks up the huge gain. 1st and 10, gain of 30 on that play. Kobe Eugene trying to get something, gets 1. We'll take it. Not the best, but we'll take it. 2nd and 9. Moses. Yeah, they're on him. They know he's the go-to guy. They know it. 3rd and 6. As the 3rd quarter slowly winding down, Dotson to throw to Ben Thomas. Ben Thomas picks up the first. With Solomon Williams right there as well. 1st and goal. Kobe Eugene trying to punch it in. Gets nothing there. 2nd and goal at the 4. Eugene, what a block by Tavon Melvin. Oh, Tamarcus Melvin with the pancake. We'll take it. Tamarcus Melvin, the true junior who was a guard his first 2 years on campus, switched over to center. First game as a center, he ain't doing too shabby. Bringing it back up to a 14-point lead, but they're going to pick up the first. Danny Ortiz has 68 yards reception so far. 1st and 10. Bubble screen Sweat. It's actually going to tackle him this time. As it's going to be 2nd and 7. At the 44, 3rd quarter, slowly winding down. RPO Chase Davis. It's going to get him, but not in time for the first down. 189 yards, 2 touchdowns for Reed. As looks like they're going to cross midfield, as it's probably going to be rough in the passer. Oh, legal man downfield. Cool. Well, I was a little bit worried there. But 1st and 15 might be the second to last or last play before end of the 3rd quarter. Funk is going to get there. Great tackle by Funk. The sophomore corner out of Florida. RPO Sweat. Davis is there as well. 3rd and 7. Potentially the last play. I don't even know if they're going to get it off. Oh, they will. All right. Start the 4th quarter. They're driving. Quarter. We got off to a really, really hot start. 21 in the first half. And it's kind of been a defensive battle. Ooh, Tompkins was almost there. But it is what it is. 2nd and 6. It's going to be a handoff. Thyre. Huge play for the true freshman, the 4-star. Ty Thyre. The true freshman out of Florida. 3rd and 8. Tompkins can't get there. We know we have a new scheme. We have a new defensive coordinator, but you gotta make tackles like that. Tackles like that and getting off the field is the difference between a national championship team and not. So they're gonna pick up 2. Those are the type of plays that define championship football. How about Frank, man? He has been all over the place. 3rd and 1. Now Lyle Hart is now in, the other freshman. But doesn't matter. They're going to pick up the first. They got a sneaky little slot guy, man. Tease. He's been killing us. Hopkins all day. I'll take it. Part of me wanted the interception, but I'll take it. Great play by Chase Davis. And also just great play by Reed to avoid Hopkins in the pocket. But Chase Davis and Von Summer there. as we're trying to get kind of a rotation. Obviously, Hopkins was there. Oh, come on, baby. That was a great play by the freshman, though. I wanted to get the pick, but hey, I'll take it. Oh, come on, Aaron Flowers, but turnover on down. What a stop from the defense. 4:29 left in this ball game. Cottle is going to pick up 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. I don't completely trust Cottle here to get it. Oh, come on. All right, Cottle. He's going to not quite. 3rd and 7. Huge play. Dotson. He's going to pick up the first with his leg. What a dog. What an absolute dog. Dotson hands off to Kobe Eugene. How about Melvin with that pancake? 2nd and 2. Kobe Eugene, the burst, and the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning at the 39. Kobe Eugene fighting, picks up 4. Texas A&M calls a timeout. Kobe Eugene trying to get something, nothing there. 3rd and 6, 1:53 left in the ball game. A first down, converts. Dotson, he's just going to take off running, slides. Let's go. What an absolute performance. Kobe Eugene picks up 1. 2nd and 9. Eugene rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. And that's going to do it. Utah State escapes, beats Texas A&M in the Aggie Bowl, 28-14. Checking out the stats, I mean, Marcel Reed did good, but we don't care about him. Braylon Dotson, 17-21, 207, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. That was more my bad. It was an arm punt. Rushing. Cottle was a dog. 18 of 69. We really had to fight for our yards. 13 and 44 and 1 for Kobe Eugene. Braylon Dotson had some of the biggest runs, including a yard run of 30. He would definitely have more, but with the sacks. But Moses, 6:59 and 2, 5 and 40, 2 and 42, 2 and 28, 1 and 23, and then 1 and 15. In terms of blocking, Tamarcus Melvin had 10 pancakes. 10. What an absolute debut for him in terms of his first career start and first start as a center. Tavon Spruce, he's a redshirt sophomore. He's going to have growing pains, but 7 pancakes. Fanue had 6. He also gave up a sack as well. And then obviously I'm not worried about, Rankins. He's a pro. How about Johnny Gillette with 2? Carlos Aglia with 1, and Cole Keel as well. Defense, Flowers and Davis both had top. 5 tackles from your corners and great, but Dennis had 9 tackles. What a debut for the freshman. And the sophomore Frank Dresbeck, 8 tackles as well. Derry, he had 4, 2 of them for a loss. In terms of sack, Hopkins, Daly, picks, 2 pass deflections from Sweat, and a couple of other guys as well, Damsey and Dreisbeck as well. I can't complain too much. In terms of recruiting, I got to look a lot at the board. I got a little bit ambitious. We may not get a lot of these guys. We might get David, who seems like tight end. Jared Lewis, who we're probably going to lose out. Sterling Irving. Looks like Clemson is up there as well. I'm probably going to get rid of Leon. Cortez, we're losing as well. I think George Hearns, we don't have a shot. But we might get James Russ. Corey, maybe. Jason Briggs. Leo Burgess, maybe. Marco Coker. Kevin Bosnick, it seems like we're really out ahead with him. Patton, not really, but Luis Rosa, who I'm very excited for. Pretty solid guy. But remember, for some reason, we're literally playing our entire conference schedule immediately. I got to change that in the offseason, but UNLV, Cal, Stanford, and then 3 road games and 2 home games. And then at Syracuse versus Auburn, and then Washington as well. It seems like Boise State might be the only team possibly to get us, but we're an 85 overall, they're an 80 overall. We don't know. We'll see. Great episode. Hopefully we get some recruits. I mean, we're at a weird point where we're a 4-star, but we're not one of the elite teams, so we may recruit a little bit more 3 stars. Obviously the 5 stars, we're nowhere close, which I kind of like, but hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I have, and until next time, you guys have a good one.